I think perhaps the most difficult thing about owning a dog can be making the decision around when it's time to say goodbye. Now, this could be at the end of a full and natural life, or it can come unexpectedly after a sudden illness or accident. So, how can we help ourselves and our dog when it comes to that decision about whether today is a good day to die? Now, it's only natural that we should want to prolong the life of our best friend. And modern veterinary care can mean that we can support them through illnesses that just would have been unthinkable of dealing with in the past. But at the same time, I think it can also make it harder to know when enough is enough. And we need to make that decision to let them go when it becomes clear that it's time. Perhaps the illness is sudden and dramatic, and there's no other option. But at other times, if there's a gradual decline over a period of weeks and months, we can get used to the new way of how the dog is, and then it can be hard to realise that it actually is time, or even was time a while ago. We need to ask ourselves if our pet has more good days than bad days, because it's tempting that if we have a bad day, that we hope for there to be another good day, but what if they are few and far between? And if you've got used to how they are now, it can be hard to appreciate just how much they've changed, especially when you're seeing them on a daily basis. Dogs can be good at hiding pain, and it's not always easy to see just how much their condition is affecting them. And it's natural to want to delay the inevitable, but it is inevitable, and we don't want them to suffer any more than is absolutely necessary. Personally, I would always let them go sooner rather than later and risk a crisis that is just downright unpleasant for everybody involved. So what should we consider when we're thinking about this decision, when we really do have to think about it? There's a number of quality of life scales available which can help you decide if it is now the time. And they will ask you to think about a number of different areas of your pet's life to assess whether they have a suitable quality of life to be a dog, or whether it's time to say goodbye. We need to think about their level of comfort, and if pain is present, whether it can be controlled sufficiently for them to still enjoy life. We need to think about their behaviour, whether this has changed, what their attitude to life is. Are they withdrawn or alert, playful, happy, depressed? Are they just resting and not doing much else? Or are they still having the opportunity to be a dog? Are they mobile? Can they walk? Can they go to the garden? Can they toilet unaided? Can they play? Are they moving about? And what about toileting? Can they do this without help? Can you keep them clean if they're having accidents? Can they clean themselves? Are they eating and drinking enough to stay reasonably healthy? Enough food to maintain an appropriate weight? Are they drinking enough not to be dehydrated? So this helps us think about how well they're coping overall, and is their illness becoming distressing for them to deal with? And equally importantly, how well are you coping with having to look after them? Do you feel you can meet their needs? And is managing their behaviour or providing them their medication on a daily basis proving stressful to both of you? And are you both able to get the rest you need? Are you up half the night looking after them and then going off to work during the day, for example? Try keeping a diary of the good days and the bad days so you can look back and see if the bad days are starting to outnumber the good ones. You might give each day a score looking at an overall picture, or you could try printing out a quality of life scale that you could find easily online and fill this in so you can look back over the weeks and see if their condition has deteriorated. And this will help you to recognise if things are reaching the point where you really do need to say goodbye. So you can make arrangements to do this in a kind, calm and dignified manner. And by allowing them to go a little bit early, perhaps we can ensure that they leave this life peacefully rather than with a crisis. If it's a day too late, we're unlikely to forget what went wrong on that day and perhaps blame ourselves for not acting sooner. If they go a day or two early, we at least can console ourselves with knowing that they lived a good life and died a good death. That's all for today. I'll be back again soon. Bye for now.
Look out for new videos every Monday, and why not subscribe so you don't miss out?